Hello, everyone. Hi, Christina. Hi, Maxie. How are you guys doing? Oh boy. I I don't even. Oh my god. It's been such a weird few days, hasn't it? I definitely don't want us to all just kind of pretend that the world is not crumbling, but I do hope that this can kind of offer us some form of reprieve, some form of comfort, and we can all just collectively take a deep breath and continue existing as we will. Hi, Captain Davers. Oh, your phone is struggling on the train. No worries, no worries. Hi, Hendrik. How are you guys doing? How are you all hanging in there? I know that's kind of a loaded question at this point, but I do hope that you are all doing okay and that you're all faring well. You kind of forgot about the world situation. Sorry I brought it up then. I fixed myself this really luxurious mocha with like some dark chocolate and oat milk whipped cream. So we're just here for a good luxurious time. All right, so we have a fun episode for us today. We are here with the Fenners. Now, you might remember the very chaotic last episode we have with the Fenners, where their husband, Josephine's husband, passed away, and they lost everything and had to move into this cottage. It's very worrying. Your heart aches for Ukraine. Oh, same. Really same. You actually speak Ukrainian, so reading the news in Ukrainian is heartbreaking. Oh, Christina, I'm so sorry to hear that. I do want to mention we have a venting channel in the Discord. So if you guys want to further talk about the issues in Ukraine, if you just need to vent to someone, we have a lot of people hanging out in the venting portion of the Discord right now. So feel free to pop in there and just have some chats. Christina, my heart is with you. I can't imagine the experience of reading things actually in Ukraine right now. My goodness. Hello, Olive. How are you doing? Oh, I had a big peppermint tea to calm down. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I am curious. Is that your native language? That's such an interesting language to pick up if not. Hello, Irina. How are you doing? So good to see you. So we did build this crumbling kind of converted barn for the Fenners to live in. As a brief introduction, we'll go through the characters. And you can see that the toddlers are already kind of miserable, but what else could you expect from a historical simmer channel? I mean, the toddlers in my game are always a nightmare. So it's not your native language, but you learned it in college by a professor from Kiev. For 3 years. Wow, that's so interesting. It's a sweater. It's a big yellow sweater, and it's my favorite sweater. I just wanted something like super cozy and comfy today. So I've got my mocha, I've got my sweater. Our toddler's even happy. Imogen, I think Imogen is always happy, but she always looks happy. Like, that child honestly just looks like the happiest I've ever seen anyone before in my life, and it's wonderful. Yes, today is a cozy day. That is all what we are here for. So Josephine is family-oriented. She's also pregnant at the moment. She's dramatic and she's over-emotional, which is quite a lot to handle given the current situation of this house. Oh, you live in Chicago? So we have a Ukrainian village. That is so cool. I'm glad that you can actually put it to use. I don't get to use my French or my Latin very much. So it is nice that you have that. Obliviate, hello, how are you doing? You're looking forward to being home and cozy? So you're on the train, are you on the train home? Will you at least be home and cozy soon, Captain Davers? I certainly hope so. And then Avery, the heir to what was formerly this really nice estate. I don't know if we can see it. No, we can't see it from here. I was gonna try and find it, but it's a little far away. He has some very interesting traits. He is unstable, family-oriented, just like his mom, and rebellious. So we've got a little handful coming here. You have no relations in Ukraine, but I have friends there. Well, my heart really goes out to your friends. I hope they're okay. I hope they're staying safe. He might be unstable, but at least he loves his family. That's so true, Saphira. Also, hello, Saphira. How are you doing? You want to learn French? It's not that hard, honestly. Like, speaking it is one thing, but understanding when actual French people are talking is crazy because of liaison. And so it's really hard for me to hear people who are native French speakers talk because I'm like, okay, I actually have no idea what you're saying. Cool. This is the second Warhammer ad I've seen today. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcy. You're on the train home. I will be cozy at home in 10 minutes. The walk is super quick from the station. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Hello, Jolie. How are you doing? All I hear about French is that it's really hard. I mean, once you get used to the spelling, I think it's actually pretty easy to read. If you know any of the Romance languages, I think you can get French down pretty well. It is quite similar to Spanish, to Portuguese, to Italian. Like, I can actually read a little bit of Italian, and I'm not trained in Italian at all, just because I have some French. Gaming is absolutely not a substitute for flight school. Oh boy. They're crossing the border to neighboring countries. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad that they're getting out and they're getting safe. Man, what a hard time. All right, so without further ado, let's unpause the game and dive right in. Jolie! Oh my goodness, Jolie just subbed at tier 1. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. You now get a cute little teapot subscriber badge next to your name, and you don't have to deal with ads. I am glad they're escaping. Best of luck to them. Keep us updated in the Discord on how they're doing if you want to, Christina. I will definitely be thinking of them quite a bit. I know, I can't even imagine what that must be like. Alright, so it does look like... Oh, Fairy Tempest! Hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. It looks like everyone is hanging out behind the house near the outhouse for reasons. I also 100% forgot to download the mobcap that Alice made for Josephine, so we will update her appearance next episode. Unless the game decides to crash. Then, I mean... we can re-download it. Although I am optimistic that we're not going to have some major crashes. All right, let us go ahead and change some diapers. I think they both need their diapers changed. We can read to them a little bit later. I know, I love the teapot too, and you got a yellow one. I love the yellow one, it's my favorite. The babies squirm on the ground, of course. Yeah, we are all incredibly lucky. But it's also hard, like, if no one has told you guys yet, you are allowed to take a minute to not think about it. Like, you guys don't have to just be stressed out the entire time. I know, like, sometimes culture makes it so that we feel like we need to focus on the anxiety because, like, you know, we're lucky that we're not in that situation. But we can take a breath, we can take a breather, and I hope that's what we can do right now. Did you remember to take out the water mod? No. No, I did not. We do have a little water rock though. Thank God. So at least we've got something going on there. Alright, so the toddlers, this one still needs his diaper changed. So why don't we do that? Change the diaper. I go out with a friend tomorrow, so I'll have a distraction. Oh, that's so good. This is my distraction for me. So, like, Corey is actually gonna hang out with some friends in DC. So I'm gonna be here alone, but I haven't been feeling great. So I think it's for the best. Is Justice pregnant again? Yes. She was pregnant when her husband passed away and they lost their house. All right, do we need to feed the babes? Why are you not changing that diaper? Justice, Josephine, come on. I think she has a favorite twin, right? Like, she's already obviously favoring one. Sims 2 is distraction. Exactly, and it's a good distraction, isn't it? You've been shoveling and amassing content for my game. Oh, that's right. How's the snow where you are? You were getting quite a bit of snow, weren't you? Okay, can we just change a diaper? Like, what is the issue here? You got a cold for your nephew again? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Ariel. That's really frustrating. Again, it seems like this is something that keeps happening. Oh my gosh, Marcy, you got 6 inches? That's a lot. Okay, is there a reason? All right, we're gonna have to change a diaper and then we're gonna have to put Josephine to bed. There we go. There we go. We're finally getting that sorted. But we're maybe only getting 8 inches instead of the projected foot. Okay, well that's good. That's good. I mean, I don't know. I feel like once you hit 6 inches, it's just all downhill from there. But at least you got a little bit of a day off from work, right? Like you guys had a snow day, isn't that true? Your sister-in-law opened up a bar recently and my mom wants to take me out there today. So there goes my alcohol break. Oh, okay, but Maxie, as long as you're careful and you're not like, you know, passing out in the road somewhere again, like, it shouldn't be an issue. But also I feel you. Yes, be safe, Marcy. Okay, and Christina has redeemed Show Family Tree. Thank you for redeeming that. This is a good moment to do that as we are beginning the stream. Oh, and Obliviate has redeemed Fulfill a Want. All right. Well, it looks like we will be having a baby. And she wants to be best friends with her son. Yeah, you can technically just drink like soda and water instead of alcohol. That is true. We were smart this time and parked our cars at the bottom of the driveways. That's very smart. That is very smart. We're not in Buffalo or Rochester where people get a foot at a time. Excuse me. That is true. It could be worse. I'll be with my mom, so it's gonna be okay. That's true. So like, you're not going to actually be like, you know, like, I don't know. I've gotten drunk with my mom before, so sometimes it happens. Short Dark Flower, hello. How are you doing? Oh, you're snuggling in bed with your dog. I couldn't get any of my cats to hang out with me. They're both napping in the kitchen, so maybe we'll get an Ari at some point. Yes, moderation, please. Hi, Kira. How are you doing? So good to see you. Does she have a suitor? So she doesn't have a suitor yet. So here is her late husband. This is Richard Mervyn Fenner. He has passed away, and we have 3 baby boys. So we have Avery, we've got Bennett, and Frederick. Now, we will see what we get for baby number 4. I am desperately hoping that it is only 1 baby, because this house is not very big. I'll show you the upstairs. So Josephine actually sleeps on a pile of hay, because this is a converted loft, and they literally don't have a single cent to their name. Yeah, I hope it warms up for you guys soon. It's actually been really mild here. Hello, Sir Falafelot. How are you doing? Baby number 4 is 4 babies. Why do you guys? Oh God, we have bills. Look, our bills are only 6 simoleons. That's so cheap. And yet we still can't afford it. Oh dear. Well, maybe I shouldn't have actually spent all of our money. So I am going to, we should put the babies down for a nap. But also, I need her to go to bed, like, ASAP. Because the situation is not good. Oh, we don't actually have a bathroom up here? Well, you know what? I think the sleep is a little more important. Don't jinx yourself weather-wise. I mean, the thing is, it's Maryland. Like, it's so temperate. We're right on the water. Like, the worst weather that we get... Oh, we can't place it. Dang. Okay. Well, maybe we move it over. We could do 1. Let's try that. I don't know. The worst weather we get is just raining all day. And maybe we'll get half an inch of snow. Like, it's really not that bad. We always hope for quads. Expect it each time a sim is pregnant. You guys are the worst and I love you. I had a dream the other night that my sim got pregnant and she had triplets and then quads, so I had 7 babies. I was so glad to wake up. I would be glad to wake up too. That actually sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, that's what the people in Oregon thought too. Okay, I mean, you're right, Saphira. You're right. If she dies for some reason, what happens to the kids? So this is a great question, Christina. I think what I would do, to make sure the kids don't get taken away by the social worker is I would exit without saving, move someone in, and like have the toddlers move out with them, and we would create a kind of like orphanage situation, or they would go to the nearest family. So the nearest family, oh hello, you're a townie. The nearest family would be Beth and her hubby Paul, who we have not actually added to the game yet. I do have the no social worker mod, but I wasn't sure if it would work in the situation where there's literally no adult or teenager on the lot. Like, in theory, maybe Avery will age up into a teenager and he would raise them. But I don't know, we'll see. For us, it's snow. Then again, we never had snow, so when we got it, our lights had been stressed and our water went off. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Jonathan, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, the South really can't deal with snow. My parents are from Texas, and they had all these stories about, like, it snowed literally like a centimeter, everything shut down, everything closed, nothing happens. No, but you do have an uncle there. Gotcha. How is the estate for you today, Jonathan? No drama, I hope. Oh, the babies are already screaming. Oh, Josephine's gonna straight up pass out. But the kids, oh my god, this is a mess. This is a mess. If she dies, then they could die eventually too, because no social worker is going to come. Gotcha. Even if the social worker didn't come, it would make sense to move them somewhere else. Exactly. So I think what we can plan to happen is they would move in with Beth, because Beth, tea addict, and her hubby, didn't we decide that her brother is Paul? So I think they would just move back into their old house, which is like a really weird, ridiculous thing, but you'd think at some point southern states would invest in like a little bit of salt, a little bit of infrastructure. Right? Like, not much. Oh, and we've just redeemed a fear. Oops. The snowplow went by, so we're going to have to go back out and shovel. Oh my god, that's frustrating. That does suck. I gotta say, I don't miss the snow. When we lived in Utah, it was so bad. It was horrible. Like, you couldn't get out of the canyon. You couldn't even drive anywhere. Oh, it was a nightmare. Going out for a little first evening this week. Boyfriend and I are both at home for the evening, so should probably make a proper dinner. Enjoy rest of stream. Oh, no worries, no worries. It was good to see you, Captain Davers. Enjoy the rest of your night. You were just curious with single adults because I know you didn't have a social worker. Honestly, I just haven't tested it out yet, Christina, so I'm not really sure what would happen. We'll have to see. I know canyons and snow are the worst. Like, it's so bad. All right, let's have you wake up and go to sleep on the hay. As a Finn, I used to think snow days were made up, and I was really annoyed. You would think that in Finland you would get so much snow that you would have to have snow days, but I'm sure that you guys are probably just like desensitized to it at this point, and it's like, more snow. You know, it happens. It happens. I'm in a vile mood. Easily offended Gen Z people want to remove a wonderful exhibit in one of my favorite museums as it doesn't fit in with our lifestyle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's so tricky. Like, people have a lot of opinions about what should and shouldn't be in museums. Obviously, I don't know the situation, but hopefully things can work out for everyone. I know, it's a museum. The thing is, like, museums are kind of political inherently. Like, what goes in a museum can be very, very political. Yes, be offended, learn from history. Right, like, we don't want to kind of, like, cover over things and pretend that it didn't happen. Oh, yeah, it's tricky. Oh, are you guys okay? I mean, you need to nap, but, oh, who are you? Donovan Blackwood, hello, how are you doing? Avery, so you're home from school. I do wish you could take care of the kiddos. Oh, look at him cleaning. What a good little bean. Now time for me to lurk. No worries. Instead of dog being on my stomach, she's in between my legs. That's where Ari likes to sleep. Like, he likes to sleep between my knees. But he's also, like, huge. So, it's hilarious to watch, I'm sure. Like, Corey comes home and I'm just sitting there, like, with the cat between my legs. That sounded wrong. I'm very sorry. I won't say any more about it here, but I no longer care about people's sensibilities any longer. That's fair. That's definitely fair. Alright, Josephine. Let's put little Frederick in here. Oh, I don't want her to lose this baby. You'll be lurking too. I'm almost done with my MCC setup. Oh, that's so exciting, Maxie. Well, enjoy your lurk. I'm glad that you're getting further. Oh, and it does look like Josephine wants to get married. So I can't lock in any more wants at the moment. So we're just gonna go with the have a baby. Oh, yeah, she really doesn't seem to like Frederick that much because poor Frederick is just not getting taken care of very well. Constantly hungry, sleeping on the floor. It's gonna wake Josephine up, I'm sure. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Like, I'm sure Justice probably isn't even watching the stream at this point. She's probably so frustrated about what happened to her sim self. But like, I feel so bad that she went from living in this really lovely estate to now in this decrepit barn. It's not good. Is it bad? I read that as a master controller, and I know I'm wrong on that. MCC commander or MC control center? Yeah, I mean, it's the medieval charter challenge that he's working on. I've biked to school in 10 centimeters snow before. They didn't even get to the bike lane before school started. Oh my god, how did you survive that? Yeah, that would never fly in America. I remember, so I grew up on a farm. We didn't have animals. We bought a horse farm. And it turned out that I was very allergic to horses. Like, whole face swells up. And so we had this really, really long driveway that was like wooded. It was gorgeous. It was out in the middle of nowhere. Like, it was really lovely. But the thing is, like, my dad would have to get up every morning and, like, they had this, like, plow that they attached to the tractor or something and just plowed it ourselves. And, oh, Avery, don't be mean to your brother. Don't be mean. All right, let's change some diapers. Are they starving? Not yet. Okay. That's good. So, oh, PK Rajuski, hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. What a delight to have you here. Anyway, moving on to positive stuff. My new to me Victorian barometer recently I received for my 27th works perfectly. Oh, that's so good to hear. That sounds so cool. That really does. It's a historic renovated barn with original fixtures. Hello, Warrior Queen. It is going all right. How are you doing? Wait for them to starve, then feed them. Christina, you know how I am. You really do. But anyways, I remember growing up that there were a few really bad storms. And one of the trees would, of course, fall over the road. And so, like, we couldn't get to school because we didn't live close enough that we could actually, like, walk to school or ride bikes. Like, we were a 15-minute car ride away. And so it would just be like, well, can't leave today. As a kid, I loved that. It was always like, yes, a tree fell over. We can't go to school. Thank God. I do miss it though. Like, I really miss how green Ohio is. Like, we don't regularly see grass in Maryland because we live in the city. Like, there is one park that is kind of close to us, but it's like riddled with toddlers. Like, I cannot express to you how many toddlers are at this park every day. There are so many toddlers and so many dogs that it just kind of gets to the point where you can't really use it as a park because it's so crowded, and it's really small too. Look at this little gentleman reading the newspaper in the middle of the night. Riddled with toddlers. I know, like, I don't dislike toddlers. It's just like, it's You know the vibes where you have like a nice aesthetic park that's there to just like walk on trails and enjoy the flowers and stuff? No, this is a park that is built for toddlers and puppies, and that's it. The closest thing to snow days we had was when it was colder than -15 Celsius. Whoa, and we got to stay in during recess. Oh my gosh, we spent recess like all winter inside. Just like your hood, riddled with crying toddlers. Exactly, Christina, exactly. You guys know what I'm about. Alright, so why don't you eat something? Put down your newspaper, little friend. You don't have anything to worry about in the news for you because you're a sim. Oh, it's -15 Celsius is today. Oh my gosh, that's today's high? Saphira, that's terrible. That sounds scary. I would not survive that. So I have Raynaud's, and so when I'm cold, my fingers and toes go numb. It's a whole thing. It's very frustrating. But it was really hilarious because I grew up as a competitive ice skater. I did that for about 13 years. Oh yeah, I think the newspaper default is a medieval one instead of a Victorian one. It might be Sunny's or something like that. I don't know. There's like a Victorian one too. I think D might have made it. But I just kind of like the brown one a little better. Used a different default that is Victorian. Yeah, you're probably using the other one I was looking at. It's okay, tomorrow we're reaching the freezing point. Oh my goodness. The weather is nice here today, but I'm feeling kind of stressed. Playing Sims and watching your stream is helping. I'm so glad, Warrior Queen. That's exactly what I wanted. Like, I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I was just like, you know what? I feel so useless right now. Like, I don't know how I can help anyone's situation. And so I was like, well, maybe a stream will help. I mean, what else can I do at this point, right? Oh, man. Alright, so it is the middle of the night. Avery, are you tired? Yeah, you're tired. So you're gonna sleep in the hay with your mom. This child is stinky as usual. I think I was in the middle of a story and then I forgot what story I was telling you. Sorry, my brain. The brain cell is not with me today. But yeah, I already like got a panicked call from Corey at work today. So I don't know. It's been a day. It has really been a day. So like I also almost had to go to the ER last night for a bleeding situation, and like I'm so glad that I didn't. What baby are you holding? But it has been a weird 24 hours. It has been so weird. I know, even more so with some events. Gonna stop there. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I don't want us to pretend like it's not happening. Because it is happening. And, you know, we can't get to a point where we can completely forget what's happening. And that's okay. So we can just, you know, we can accept it. We can move forward. We can talk about it when we need to, you know? So no worries, no worries. This isn't a space where you guys aren't allowed to talk about what's happening. Thanks, Christina. I'm okay. It's just like, I've been having a lot of bleeding post-surgery. And I talked to my doctor yesterday and she was like, if this continues, you're probably going to get lightheaded and dizzy and then you need to go to the ER. And I was like, cool. Great. But we're doing a little bit better. So we just got to keep an eye on it. Surgery is weird, guys. Oh, and we've just we've had a little bladder accident. Oh, it's okay, Warrior Queen. Thank you so much. Oh, Mog, how are you doing? Popped into stream just in time to see a bladder failure. We're doing great, and we've got some trash. Does anyone know? Is there a trash default that's Victorian or historical? If so, I need it. I think that would be really useful. I recently downloaded like the trash bag default that's just like a burlap sack. And that's been kind of nice. Omar, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. I'm glad you could join our kind of last minute extra stream today. Oh my god, these children! I wish I had the money to put a wall here. I really do. I do have a trash default that's medieval or Victorian. Do you know where you got it, Christina? If you do, I would love for you to link it in the Discord. It probably is hat, isn't it, Maxie? I'll look for hats. Was there a trash can in Victorian times? It is called the street. Hello, MJ Stevens. How are you doing? Yeah, so, I don't actually know a whole lot about how refuse was handled in the Victorian era. I do know about the ash barrels, and like what's it called? Like night waste or something? I don't know. I watched this like 24 hours in the Victorian era thing on YouTube that is absolutely amusing. Yeah, I think a lot of it was sold like as ashes. It could be repurposed into other things, you know? You can check, thank you so much. It's from Hat. Oh, if it's from Hat, I can find it. I know Hat has defaulted just about everything. Also, I'm really enjoying, on this lot in particular, how the outhouse actually takes care of hygiene. I thought it was gonna feel a little cheaty, but since I haven't like gotten rid of the water mod yet, I think it's very helpful. Your English oral is tomorrow. I've been memorizing for an entire week and you're so tired. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, good luck. I think you're going to do amazing. If it's on English, like, you seem to speak English very well, so I'm pretty confident that you're gonna do great. We believe in you. Chat believes in you. The bone and rag man. Yes, exactly. Would buy bones and rags, basically. Yeah, so a lot of things were kind of like repurposed into other things, sold for like creating soap and stuff like that. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, MJ Stevens. We're so happy to have you here. A while ago, I just removed the airplane mode. I literally put my phone on airplane mode so that my English teacher doesn't ring me on Teams. Oh my gosh, you know, that would drive me crazy, like that your teacher has constant access to you. That is one of the things that has really frustrated me. Oh, hello, iCat27. Thank you so much for the follow. We're so happy to have you here with us today. But that's something that drove me crazy about my PhD. Like, it wasn't this way at my master's program, but for some reason, faculty at this department expect you to be on your email at like all times of the day. All day, every day, over the weekend. And it's just like, I set a boundary where I was like, I'm not even gonna check my phone over the weekends. I'm not going to check my email over the weekends. Email will be fine. Plot twist, it was not fine, apparently. Is this labor or... Okay, I think this is labor. I was like, oh dear, is she having a miscarriage? I hope not. Oh, hello, Ems. How are you doing? So good to see you. All right, let's do random. And oh my god, it's only one. Yes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And it's a girl. We finally have a little girl. Aw, that's so exciting. So this is gonna be our last baby for the Fenners, unless we get remarried. And the babe has little brown eyes. I think those are the same eyes as her mom. Oh, how cute. You're doing the Arabic oral 2 days later. Oh my goodness. Not much memorizing, so I'm not that worried. That's good. That's definitely good. All right, a baby girl. Let me pull up my Discord because Justice has given me some names that I could use. Let me check my pinned messages. Okay. Elizabeth Marjorie. What a cute name. Elizabeth Marjorie. All right. You take English at A, but Arabic at B. Gotcha, Omar. Gotcha. We had a prof that gave out her personal phone number to the entire class, so she'd be reachable, and just thought, could never be me. No. It's ridiculous. Like, we're historians. What on earth, as a historian, requires me to be accessible all the time on weekends? What emergency happens for historians over the weekend? Like, my God, guys. I don't know. Some people get it though, and it works really well for them, and I just don't think it's for me. And like, I did actually, that's not true. I had one incident where it was kind of like that during my master's, because I was being interviewed for one of the departments, one of the university's publications on my project, because I was working with like a stem cell researcher, and I hadn't responded to him in 2 hours, and he emailed a professor in my department and was like, Kristen has not answered me back. And I was like, dude, it's been 2 hours. I was in class. What do you want from me? Exactly. I would be annoyed too. Thank you, Sir Falafalot. And so then this professor runs into the TA office and is like, Kristen, you need to respond to this guy. Like, I'm in trouble. And I'm just like, what? He was like, this is journalism, things move fast. And I was like, this is a state school's publication. Okay. You linked the trash pile default in the Discord under custom content. Thank you so much, Christina. I really appreciate that. I know, complaint, for me, I'm like, complaint after 48 hours. This is why I think I would make a very bad professor. I know, like, just because you work in administration and you don't like take classes and you're not a grad student, like, it's different, I guess, you know? All right, let's feed this baby or put the baby down, and then we need to figure out how in the world we can make some money, because we gotta pay our bills. So in theory, we could be deleting some decor, but most of the decor I have doesn't cost that much. I would prefer 48 hours, but I'm sure even 6 is pushing it for them. Yeah, it's like, it's also tricky because, you know, right now during COVID and everything, when so much stuff is online, I think people are putting more importance on digital conversation. And I think it's kind of had the opposite effect on me, where I'm just like, I'm so fatigued of conversing with people online, like on email and stuff, that I just don't even want to do it. I hate when our administrators ask for meetings with us, especially me privately. It's always a lecture about how bad my academic performance is. Oh, Mog, I'm so sorry. But also, your performance can't be that bad. You just got into programs in Canada and the UK. Like, you got into schools. That just seems kind of unfair. Or auction off one of the kids for money. I mean, it might not be a bad call to have one of the kids move out once they're a teenager to work in domestic service. Like, they can work as a footman or a gardener under Omar at the Clutterbuck household. All right, and this kid is heading off to school, and I don't think he's done his homework, so sorry about your grades. That's not gonna go particularly well. But yes, also, like, private meetings with faculty is stressful. I totally understand that. I'm gonna tell you guys a story that is particularly traumatic to me. But now I look back and I'm just like, oh my god, why did I put up with this stuff? So I was a TA for this professor. And I had met this professor before I joined my PhD program. And so I actually met her at a conference where she told me that my work was unpublishable because I was working with a scientist. And, like, that was really untrue, by the way. Like, historians can collaborate with people outside of history. And so, like, she had known me for maybe 10 minutes before she told me this, and I was just kind of like, what? And so I wound up, like, leaving this 10-minute meeting with her and, like, sobbing in the back of a conference room. It was a nightmare. And I just, like, I was very emotionally unprepared for meeting a higher degree faculty who was just that rude to graduate students. Like, I was a first-year master's student, and it was just kind of uncalled for. And so I found out that my grandmother passed away at some point last semester. It was like November, I think. And for context, this was the second death that we had had in our family in a month. It was not a good time. So I found out that my grandmother passed away. It was like a Wednesday night. I had class with her on Thursday. And so, of course, I didn't finish all my reading. Like, I was just proud I even was able to show up for class. And she's like, Kristen, after class, can we have a meeting? And I just immediately knew. I was like, this is not going to be good. And so I met with her, and she was like, what's going on with your performance? And I didn't know what she was talking about, but like, I'm kind of a quiet, shy person. And so I was like, I mean, I have some social anxiety, and sometimes I worry about saying the wrong thing. And she was like, oh, well, that's going to make this harder to say. Basically, you are saying the wrong things in class. And I was just like, okay. But then she told me that that day I had done particularly well, but usually I wasn't doing well. Which is interesting because that was the one day I didn't do all the reading. And so I was just like, I don't actually think your feedback means anything right now. I don't know. Kira says, I suddenly remembered that I had the phone number of one of my teachers, and when I went through old messages, someone had texted her that she's so sexy months ago. Oh my god. I would die. I would absolutely die. I would cry in a corner. Oh, that's so bad. I'm so glad you're not close with them either. Aw, your administrators are terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Enjoy your lurks or falafel. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to look her in the eye after that too. Hello, my new Dawn. So good to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing? Alright, we've got some cranky babies. Let's change a diaper. Oh, wait. I totally forgot about mortality rules. So we have to do our mortality rules for little Elizabeth here. So let me pull up my spreadsheets. Yeah, like, the thing is, I didn't even bother telling her, Christina, that, like, we had a death in the family. Because she had gotten very fussy with me about missing time off work for going to my mother-in-law's funeral a few weeks ago, and I was just like, this is just gonna seem like I'm constantly coming up with excuses, so I didn't even tell her. And so I literally just walked all the way home. It's a 30-minute walk home, and I just walked home like sobbing because I was just like, why are people so mean? I'm trying so hard. So yeah, literally a week later, I was just like, I'm taking a personal leave because I don't know if this is the type of department I want to be a part of. So, but then I literally the next day I went to one of my other meetings with this professor. We call him Professor Dude Bro because he's just so chill. I love him. He's wonderful. And I told him what happened, and he was like, you are not the first student to have issues with her. Apparently people had left the department who had come to our program specifically to work with her because she's so hard to work with. So at the very least, it's not just me. Alright, let me pull up my spreadsheets. Oh, I hate how large this gets. Alright. Okay, that'll be good enough. This will be lower class, unfortunately. Previously, they would have been middle or upper, I think. Let me see, like Avery. Yeah, so Avery was technically born in the middle class, as were his brothers. However, because of the poor living conditions that they are currently in, little Elizabeth, Marjorie, Fenner, unfortunately will have the mortality rules as a lower class sim. In my family, we had a death in December 2018, my grandpa's death in March 2019. Oh my gosh, Omar. Are you okay? That is such a rough few months. Wow, that is terrible. I'm really sorry to hear that. It was also the year of my best romance. Then romance went downhill March 2022 with COVID. Yeah, that makes sense. That's not surprising. That is so much to take on, though. I hope you're doing a lot better. I know, you know, like, death stays with you. It's not something that you just kind of immediately, like, recover from in the next year or two. We tried to rekindle it during the school year, but that was a bust. Aw. Nothing more than heartbreaks and shadows of someone I used to know so well. Oh, that's so poetic. I'm really sorry, though. Hopefully you have some good times coming soon. I'm like holding out that you're gonna meet someone at this Victorian ball. I'm very excited for you. I think like all of the Discord and all of chat is very much like living vicariously through you. Yes, thank goodness it's over. Oh my gosh, what a rough year. All right, so random number generator. And we are going to do 1 out of 6 and then 1 out of 9. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So for those of you who have been here for a while, you know that whenever we roll a 1, a 1 is my death number. So little Elizabeth, unfortunately, does not survive more than a few hours. Man, this family cannot get a break. Oh my gosh. Well, die. That is remarkably tragic. I was just not emotionally prepared for that. Well, this is great. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god. Okay, now we have to age her up and kill her. She's already screaming too, like she knows. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Alright, let's make you selectable. And we can't actually kill the babies, so we do have to age her up first. How will she die? So I'm just going to use where are you going? No, we're not gonna read to anyone. Let's give her one last cuddle. And then we are going to use the Rodney's death tester, or death creator, and we will use that to have her die of disease. So that's normally what I do for my toddlers and children. And anyone who generally has, you know, a normal mortality roll. Like 2019 had many amazing things happen that kind of made up for the deaths. Oh, that's good to hear. Because if you didn't have any other positive things going on in your life, like, can you imagine just how that would crush you? Oh my goodness. That'd be hard. I don't know how you did it, Omar, because like we had those 2 deaths within like 2 or 3 weeks of each other, and like it was just horrible. But also, like, we kept having to drive back and forth from Ohio, and we were just so tired of driving because it's like an 8-hour drive. So it just like, it kind of got to a point where we were just emotionally exhausted. We were physically exhausted, you know? Surfalafalot redeemed woohoo. Oh no. Try for another baby. That's rude. All right, well, we're going to do away with this one first. Oh, that was a tremendous glitch. All right, and we are going to change her outfit just a little bit so she doesn't die looking like that. So let's do plan outfit. I might have to redo. Oh my god, quads. No. No, I refuse. I refuse to have quads in this household. I mean, not that I can actually do anything about it, but like, my god. Wait, we don't have any money. I know, she's such a cute baby too. It's so unfortunate. We're not gonna be able to actually get her any clothes. It's in Imogen's hands. It really is. Oh my god, I can't believe this. This is just so tragic. We're gonna have to figure out who she should woohoo with as well. Change her hair at least. I know, that's a textured hair, and she shouldn't have textured hair. So, the thing is, I don't think... maybe if we can't... Yeah, this is unfortunate. I've never had that mod, too stressful to even have 2 babies. I don't blame you, Hendrik. I don't know, I've played with it since I first downloaded it. We don't even have a mirror. She's just gonna have to die like this. I don't think there's anything I can do about the situation, and I don't want to sell a bunch of things and then delete them. Alright. So we're going to spawn the death crater. Well, this is some weirdly sprightly music for a death scene. This feels wrong. I'm changing this music. Alright, here we go. You could also give a little ka-ching. I could. It just feels cheaty. And if they're struggling this much as is, you know. Alright, we're gonna die. Then remove everything and take the money back to 0. We could, but that's a lot of work. So let's get a good little look at her. We're doing things the lazy way here. I once had triplets in The Sims 4 as a 12-year-old. Literally died. Oh my goodness. Stop. She's so cute. I feel like a terrible person every time I do this to toddlers. I'm so sorry. If this is triggering for anyone that we are going to let a toddler die, you're welcome to pop away and pop back in. I understand. I totally get it. There's no real animation for it though, so it shouldn't be too traumatic. See, it's just like the baby has passed out on the ground. And I'm going to delete that real quick. I had a sim have quads, but she had an affair and didn't know they were, until they were children, that they were not the children of her husband. Oh my god, that's so dramatic. Oh my god. Babies in The Sims 4 are the worst. They're so bad. They're needy, but also just like objects. Like they're nothing simultaneously. It's ridiculous. Oh, and we have the screaming brothers. I can't believe this. I mean, the good news is we didn't actually have enough cribs for her. And we couldn't afford another crib. So there's that. When I first got The Sims 2 as a kid, the first ever family I made was a couple with triplet toddlers, because I had no sense of how difficult that'd be. Oh my god, toddlers in this game are hard. Predictably, it did not go well. If I recall correctly, the mom starved to death and the dad was unable to keep up with them until they got taken away. I'm glad I don't have an infant mortality in my game. I just made the deaths go elsewhere, like the death by childbirth mod. That makes sense. I know, bye, there wasn't room for you anyway. I think one of my favorite experiences, which sounds really morbid, but this kind of stuff, it's challenging and it's fun to me. But I had this really young couple. They were like teenagers and they were very poor and they got married. This wasn't a Victorian game. And they got married and had to move to this really tiny lot. They had like literally no money. They didn't even have 4 walls. It was so bad. They lived under a tent essentially. And the mother was set to die as a teenager. So she only had a couple days left. They had quads. Again, they don't even have walls and they have quads. And so it was just like, it was absolute chaos. And then the dad accidentally starved to death. And so before I killed the mom for the mortality roll, I had to move the quads in with their cousins. It was, oh my god. I think of that moment to this day because it was just so wild. Who's out here? Ooh, Bartholomew Southcott. Maybe we have, can we greet you? Nope, you're leaving? Okay. I was gonna try and greet you. I suffer in real life, so they have to suffer. Exactly. It just like, it brings us some fun, you know? Like, there's something kind of satisfying about suffering Sims, and Oh my god. Avery just brought home 225 simoleons. Yes to Avery. Oh, we can pay our bills now. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, what a relief. Okay. So, let's put little Bennett in his crib. We good? There. Okay. Avery pulling through for us. I once had a fire during a wedding. It wiped out the bride, the groom's teenage sister, and the child-aged brother. Oh my god. I had them resurrected though because the groom's stepmother got a hold of a genie lamp. Hendrik, that is so dramatic and I love it. Ooh, him. Okay, this is a townie. His name is Gregory Hoplums, and I'm a little obsessed with him. Sorry about the Wi-Fi situation. I do not know what is going on with that. Give me some of him. Baby daddy Gregory, let's go. I know, Gregory is fine as wine. We're back. Sorry, everyone. I have done as much troubleshooting as I can. I think my next step is to actually contact Comcast and be like, what is the issue? Oh, did it freeze on Gregory's face? Maybe we get the sim blender and we invite him back. Okay, we're not going to resurrect your daughter. I'm really sorry about that, but maybe we'll have another baby. Also, do you guys know what time Beth streams today? Is she streaming at 4:30? No, Kira, we have been having this issue for the last few days where my Wi-Fi just likes to cut out. Don't know why. I'm really happy about it since I'm now paying extra because I thought it would actually, like, you know, make the Wi-Fi work better. Just great. Super great. Sorry about that. All right. Yes, a memory. Okay, let the little ones out. Let the little ones out. It's 1.5 hours from now. Perfect. So we've got plenty of time. I couldn't remember if it was like 3 o'clock or 4:30. I was thinking 4:30. All right. So we've got some time. We can hang out for a while then. I figured we would raid Beth, like, right when she starts, because I know most of us watch her streams anyway. So I thought that'd be fun. All right. How are the babies doing? You need to go to bed. Okay, they're fine. They're fine. Where is your homework, by the way? Do you have homework anywhere? You need to go to bed too. Okay, you want to do your homework. We do have a spot of homework down here. Oh, it's only one. Oh, so he did do his homework the other day. Wow, I'm actually, like, kind of impressed. Sure, I probably told him to do it and forgot, but... But anyways, I was in the middle of reading Kira's longer message, so I worked there for 3 summers, and when I was assigned there on the 3rd one, I couldn't bring myself to go back next year. I couldn't blame you. The biggest bully loved me, so I had it a bit easier than others, but it's exhausting being called stupid and worthless. Kira, you don't deserve that. I'm really sorry. Oh, Christina's redeemed invite over a friend. Do you want me to invite over Gregory Hoplums? Where are you? Why are you not asleep? Oh my god, go to bed. I have so many regrets here. This is ridiculous. Yes, please. All right. All right, I am going to get the sim blender since I don't think it costs much money. And where are you? Oh, it's 10 simoleons. That's still too much that's still like too much to afford if Avery hadn't brought home some money. All right, let us... You know what? Put the babies in the cribs. So then maybe you can get a nap before Gregory gets here. All right, enable the summon menu. Summon Gregory Hoplums. And we are going to make you selectable. I know, but it's too expensive to invite people over. What a tragic life. My mom used to work there and her boss asked if my younger sister needed work for the summer and she told him I'm not putting any more of my kids through that. No. Oh my god, no. Wait, are we having pink soup? Reset. Is there pink soup somewhere? Oh. Well. We just had a crash. Let me get that back up. Fun times, guys. Apparently, like, Gregory is just not in the cards for us right now. I don't know if I saved before. No, I saved after she died. I saved after she died. So her daughter is not still alive. Maybe Gregory can be a sugar daddy as well as a baby daddy? Yeah, hopefully he has some money. Because we kind of have none. I mean, we have about 220, but that's still, like, not a whole lot. But yeah, rough workplaces. Oh, the pink was in the catalog. Oh, gotcha. I totally missed it, Hendrik. I totally missed it. Gregory is coming back. I saw him take care of the baby. How sweet. I know. We'll bring Gregory back. I mean, I know that Justice really wanted some kind of, like, Black Widow experience for her sim self, but she's cute, and Gregory's cute, and, like, it'd be kind of fun. I just want someone to marry Gregory. He's gorgeous. Like, I would have my sim self marry Gregory. Should I maybe, you know, have my sim self marry a Corey, like my husband? Yes, but we would have to make Corey. I should probably make Corey, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not even sure Corey wants to be on the stream, though. Because he's just like, he's so Ron Swanson about being on the internet. Like, it makes him so nervous that I stream. It's kind of cute and also kind of funny. But to be fair, I could be safer. Yeah, I could do a Corey counterpart like you did. Like, I could take one of Jolie's sims and just name it Corey. It's a game, marry who you want. Exactly, exactly. And it's not like he watches my streams anymore. It was really sweet, because when I first started streaming regularly, a lot of you would probably remember that Corey was popping into streams and, like, gifting people subs, which was just so cute. He was being, like, so sweet. Like, he didn't really understand the whole streaming thing and, like, how it... I don't know. I would love to be able to do this more full-time. I am at a loss for words. I do not know why this keeps happening. I am very sorry, friends. I hope it's not, like, infinitely giving you guys, ads or stuff. Oh, we're back. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. But yes, I do think he writes love poems. I love that about Gregory. If no one else will have Gregory, I'll gladly take him. Maybe we should be auctioning off Gregory. Yes, and then there were his streams with Mega Chad and Shandolph. I know, he tried streaming like once or twice, but he didn't really realize how fatiguing it could be. Like, he didn't realize how exhausting it could be. I wouldn't have known. Oh, thank God, Hendrik. Yeah, we had a crash again. I'm not sure what the problem is at this point. I checked to make sure all of my cords were plugged in. Like, Corey's not even home using our Wi-Fi, so, like, I paid extra. I thought that would help. If this isn't helping, why am I even paying extra for the fancy Wi-Fi? Ugh, it's so frustrating. Okay, Maxie, it's not giving you guys extra ads. That's good. That's good. We'll take it. But yeah, like, it was kind of funny because he streamed Penelope is jiggling the wire when no one's looking and then running back to her support box. She would. The thing is, Penelope was going through a phase where she would straight up knock our, like, cable box off the bookshelf. Like, she'd just hop up there and go like, thanks, Penny. Thank you for that. I'm so glad you're knocking our cable box off. Well, not the cable box, you know, modem. You know what I mean. Yeah, but so he like streamed and then he got off stream and just looked like, and I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I don't want to talk to anyone for a few days. because he was just like so socially worn out. I don't know, you don't realize, I guess, how tiring it can be to just be like on and talking the whole time. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, the first few times I streamed, I was very much like, whoa, this is tiring. Like, this is actually kind of hard. But now I'm to a point where, like, if I'm not, like, feeling ill because of my health issues, I'm usually kind of, like, invigorated socially. But I think I'm a little bit more of an extrovert than I ever thought I was, and streaming has kind of, like, helped bring that out in me. All right, fantastic. We are almost done loading. My gosh. You can understand how exhausting it can be. Yeah, it is. And like, I've gotten to a point where it's a lot easier on my voice now too. Oh, Christina, thank you, by the way. I'm glad you guys are really understanding about our Wi-Fi situation. Yeah. Sometimes our extroverted side can be a ninja. Yes. But I think what was hardest for me in the beginning was the vocal strain. Because, like, I just wasn't used to talking for, like, 2 hours straight. And so I would literally feel like there was a lump in my throat, and, like, my throat felt, like, fatigued, and my vocal cords felt sore. I don't know. So I can stream now for a while, and it's not an issue anymore, but I used to not be able to stream more than like an hour and 10 minutes because it was so fatiguing on my vocal cords. So, I don't know. Just, if you guys are thinking about streaming, just things to think about, like, definitely give yourself the space to kind of, like, build up to the point. Like, I know there's a lot of advice about not, like, if you're gonna start streaming, don't start streaming and stream, like, 8 hours a day. As an SLP student, my attention has peaked at talk about vocal cords. Oh, really? Well, please help. Yeah, it's a muscle like any other muscle. That's a really great way to look at it, Kira. Yeah, it's just like, I also have a lot of sinus issues too, and so I was kind of wondering if that was affecting my vocal cords because I have to, like, clear my throat a lot and stuff. All right. So it does look like little Elizabeth is not with us, which is good. So we actually didn't lose too much time. I saved at a really good point. Although I don't know why it crashed, because, like, it hadn't been running that long. The game had only been running for, like, an hour. Pink soup is beautiful. You know, Maxie, I first started streaming, I think, on my MacBook. And it was not good. The baby is dead. Kristen taken out of context sounds really bad. Yeah, but, like, when I first started all of my stuff, like, I had my old MacBook that was from, like, 2015, like 8 gigabytes RAM. Like, it was not a particularly good computer. And you know what? I still was able to start building up a really cool community that way. So, a Mac has a better processor than my laptop. I almost don't believe you. I don't know. That MacBook struggled. It struggled so much. I'm just afraid if I streamed that it wouldn't be fun or entertaining for anyone. You know, you worry about that sometimes. Like, that little fear in the back of your mind doesn't necessarily go away, but you do kind of build up a degree of confidence in that, like, at least if you start out with a community. Like, I was really lucky in that I had a few people come over from YouTube who were able to, like, keep chat moving for me and stuff. It's definitely hard if you don't have any kind of community, but, like, Christina and Maxie, if you guys wanted to stream, like, the whole Historical Sims Discord would totally show up for you, you know? So it's not as hard as it sounds, but it is a little scary the first few times you do it. But I don't know. I think it's just, like, it's fun and it's chill and you're just, like, hanging out and chat with all your friends. That's what it feels like. Maxie, are you looking at getting like a higher processing computer? Because I know you've been complaining about your computer for a while, but we've had like so many issues in the Discord with people's laptops just like going kaput on them. Yeah, honestly, Christina, I feel like your streams would be chaos because you love to bring an element of chaos to my game. So I think they would be very entertaining. I would watch it. I'll say that. I'm afraid of that and having very poor equipment. You know, I see so many people stream stuff with, like, pretty bad equipment, and people still watch. So, I am, but I have no income to afford one at the moment. That is fair. That is fair. One day, I would like a full desktop setup, but in the meantime, I just have my little gaming laptop. I would like to make videos, but I barely play as it is, so I want to get into it a bit more before trying to perform. Fair, Kira. That's very fair. But if any of you guys like have questions or stuff, like I'm always a DM away in the Discord and I can like suggest softwares and stuff for you. I need the equipment for it to be sure. I don't want it to be a content creator on YouTube, but sometimes I think sharing my game just with a small group of people. Yeah, that's honestly kind of what streaming feels like, you know? Like, it's a small group of people, and your hood is definitely chaotic and entertaining for me. Honestly, if it's chaotic, if it's entertaining for you, it will be entertaining for other people. I have my scholarship, but it's not enough for a new computer. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's right, because you guys got those really cool scholarships for, like, technology and school stuff, right? Captain Davers, enjoy your lurk. I'm so bored of my medieval charter challenge at a giveaway. Well, there are plenty of other challenges you could do. Like, you could do a Victorian hood. You could do a test of time. You could do a Regency hood. I mean, there's like you could do a decades challenge. I don't know. What are you feeling bored about with it? All right, so we have to wait. Oh no, we don't even have the money. Oh my God, we're probably not gonna get the money from Avery now. That's absolutely depressing. I had a video go viral for all the wrong reasons and privated all my videos. Oh no, Kira. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's... The internet is kind of scary. Like, going viral sounds kind of terrifying to me because you never know, like, in what direction something is going to go viral. Got 2,000 views from people with a hair fetish? I'm so sorry, Kira. That's terrifying. Hello, Ocean Bug. How are you doing? What's a Regency? So the Regency is a time period around like 1795 to the mid 1830s. So it's right before the Victorian era. Oh, it's basically an economic help for students. Gotcha, gotcha. I would have to write a whole novel about all the disaster and chaos that has unfolded in my hood. You know, some of us in the Discord have been writing essentially like fan fiction about our Sims stories. So you could get on that with us. Man, I was really relying on Avery bringing home that money. And this time he didn't. I think that's the real tragedy. Okay, we're gonna have to let the kids out of the cribs. I know, I really want to know what's been happening too. At least you have great hair. I mean, that's a nice part. Like, you get a little compliment on your hair. Is it gross? Yes. Yeah, so if you've seen movies like Pride and Prejudice and Bridgerton, Pride and Prejudice and Bridgerton are set in the Regency era. It's otherwise known as like the Georgian era. You know people with a facial fetish? Like facial hair? That's questionable. I mean, all of these things are questionable. Okay, let's change your diaper. Are you starving? No. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We do want to let the poor little Avery actually get some sleep in his little hay. So, Ocean, we are playing a, like, lower class house in the Regency. Oh, it's little friend, Ross Gire. So we just have a little, like, old converted barn. It has some holes in the walls. It's some kiwi vines. It's definitely struggling a little bit, but we're making things work. We're making things work. I know, I like beards too, but not in a fetish way. So it's kind of funny. I've always had a thing, like a sexual attraction to faces. Like to nose and mouth and cheeks. Oh my god, Gregory. Gregory, hi. Hi. Don't leave. Don't leave. Please stay. Oh, this is fate. Okay. Okay, guys, we have a second chance at this. Her needs are pretty bad. Don't leave. Don't leave. Do not leave. Every time. Imogen will bless us with quads. We can pretend he's seeking shelter from the storm. Oh my god, I love that. Can you teleport him? Yes, Kelly. So I am going to... Okay, we're gonna have to sell something. I hate to do it. How much is this worth? 5 simoleons. Okay, we need 5 more simoleons. What about this? 1, 2. No. This? Oh my god, guys. Okay, I think we're gonna have to sell some of our turnips. Damn you, Gregory. I had a mayor that was so corrupted she married the criminal and murdered our local firefighter because the criminal's husband feared he would find out about the fraud and money laundering. Eventually people found out and both went to prison. Christina, oh my god, this is the kind of drama that I live for. That is incredible. Is this your Sims or the hometown? My friends used to love my videos and I kind of miss making them, but I don't think I'm putting my face on that channel anytime soon. I think that's fair. At that point, I think perhaps I would just start a new channel. I'd be like, wash my hands of this situation. That is just a little too questionable for me. Or like force everyone to unsubscribe. That's like sketchy. In your hood. If that happened in real life, that would be something, wouldn't it? That would be absolute chaos. Christina, do you like post... I've probably asked you this and forgotten already, but do you post your stories on like a blog or anything? Because I would love to read them. I should really use Tumblr more and actually like read more stuff, but I always forget. I forget about Tumblr. I don't know. The reporter would have been a millionaire otherwise. Oh my god, that's so true. Avery, are you okay? Can you go to sleep? I'm sorry you're miserable. Maybe we should put some hay outside on the balcony for him. All right, and I am going to make Gregory selectable. And why don't we have you two actually meet? Oh, I love... Oh, they have chemistry. Yes. Let's have a little chat with Gregory Hoplums. I love his last name. So I named him because he's taking care of the baby. I love him. I love him so much. And he's dressed so well. I named him with a Regency era name generator. So Gregory Hoplums happened. Maxie has redeemed save. Thank you so much. We desperately need that, don't we? Okay. There we go. Now we're actually chatting. I don't know if we'll get to a woohoo today just because her needs are pretty bad. I do have a Tumblr. I did post about the mayor situation, but sometimes I just post random pics of my hood with captions. That's fair. You can't say you do like a full novel on my blog. Gotcha, gotcha. Help, what did you say about someone giving hay? Giving someone hay, I'm wheezing. I was just thinking maybe we should put some hay on the balcony for him to sleep in. I don't know if we can. I don't think I have like a single... We can't afford anything anyway. Why is the hay 100 simoleons? You know what would be cool? Is if you could use the hay from the Sun and Moon mods. And you could sleep on that. Gregory is saying, hello, I'm loaded with cash. And I see that you have none. How can I help you? Can we ask him for money? Alright, we need to change some diapers. And let's put Bennett in this crib. Oh, okay, we can't hang out. That's fine, that's fine. I didn't know why I thought you meant feeding Gregory hay. I mean, I might have said something of that kind, like with a Freudian slip, so I wouldn't put it past me. Aw, she just became best friends with little Frederick. Hello. I'm so sorry about the Wi-Fi. I don't know why that's happening. Alright. Gregory, now that we've met you, and you absolutely hate the house, I will let you head out. I will let that happen. I am sorry we've kept here in this mess for as long as we have. Please do not get sprayed by this skunk. Please do not. Oh yeah, this is actually really messy. But like, everyone's needs are too bad. There was not a woohoo surf a lot, so they don't have a high enough relationship yet for it. So we are going to build up their relationship. We also need to do the Ross in the morning, so I am going to try get sprayed by the skunk. Okay, you're fine. There was no woohoo. Gregory is like, how can you live in such filth? I spent 5,000 on this outfit. And he got all of that money from writing love poems. Okay, so I think everyone is actually kind of asleep. This is amazing. Please stay asleep. I'm going to speed things up just a hair. Oh, and now they're up. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Oh, she wants to fall in love. Oh. Okay. Let's let Bennett out. Let's let Frederick out. Do they need anything? Frederick could use some food, so maybe we'll go ahead and do that. So let's get a bottle for Frederick. And then I think I'm gonna have her do like a hot second of some macro cleaning. Can we? Wait, why can we not macro clean? That's weird. I don't know why we can't macro clean, considering the fact that we need it. Okay, well, in that case, let's just clean this up. And then we'll serve some mutton stew, I think. Did I fix Aurelia's age? Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to fix her age the next time we pop into their lot. But I figured that we would still be playing her in other households, and I would probably forget still to, you know, not have her working past 5 p.m. So I guess they like to live in filth. I know, right? Like, they've made their choice, haven't they? Also, these were like my favorite mugs, and Ari broke them. He broke both of them. Like, their handles fell off of both of them. All right, Avery, how are you doing? You are being a very mean older brother and teasing. Oh, and we don't have any buckets of water to clean. Oh, okay, okay. So we do need to fetch some water from the water rock. And then let's have some dinner at midnight. The appropriate time for dinner. But yes, Omar, I do appreciate you reminding me because I will probably forget. So, so definitely keep doing that. Maybe Avery can do a little cleaning. Although first I think he should use the outhouse. And then why don't you start working on some of these bottles? Because the situation is getting a little bit out of control. And then you can eat with your mom when she's done cooking. All right, there we go. Yeah, they really do like living in filth in this house, don't they? And thankfully it's Saturday as well. How do you have an A when you like don't do your homework? That's actually... All right, then what are you doing? I'm not even going to worry about your bladders. Avery doesn't have enough water. That's okay, you can throw them away. You can throw them away, it's fine. Oh, how are you doing, Josephine? Okay, ignore the babies for now. For now. And use the outhouse. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's coming together, guys. It's coming together. And then I'll let you get some more food. And then you can put it away so we don't accidentally let it spoil, as we tend to do quite often. Oh, his fun is so bad. All right. When you're done eating, let's have you read a book. Look at these two actually eating dinner at midnight together. They also have literally no lights in this house, so I'm sorry if it's hard for you guys to see on the screen. They just can't afford candles. That's just how this is going, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You live in absolute squalor. All right. And then Josephine, maybe you go to bed? Like you get a little... Oh, no, we've got to change some diapers first. That's okay. Let's change this diaper. Do they need to go to bed? Not yet. Not yet. Although they will shortly, I am sure. No worries, Maxie. See you in a bit. Ugh, I am trying to decide what I want to do this weekend, because I'm going to have my place to myself. And that doesn't happen, like, a whole lot. I mean, I'm here, like, by myself during the day most of the time because Corey's at work and I work from home. But, like, having, like, tonight and tomorrow, I don't know, it might be kind of nice. I might just spoil myself with some hot chocolate, and I'm kind of thinking about going down to the corner shop. We have this cute little wine bar that is, like, right next to our apartment, like, along the water. And I'm kind of thinking about going and just, like, getting a bottle of wine and just, like, binging some Pride and Prejudice or Sense and Sensibility. She can beg outside the house? Wait, really? Is that actually something she can do? Oh, these poor children. All right, your fun is also desperately low. Actually, okay, change that diaper and then maybe we play with one of the babies. Like, let's play peekaboo. But I don't know, I kind of like wanted a bottle of wine last night, but with the like almost needing to go to the ER thing, I was kind of like, well, losing a lot of fluids, I probably shouldn't drink alcohol, even given the state of the country. Did your company designate a date for you guys to return to the office? So for me, we've been back in person. So like the university is technically back in person. So we've been back in person since like last year. Corey's work was never like, he technically works in like the food industry because he works at a hydroponics farm. And so he's been an essential worker since he started working there, which is kind of unfortunate. Yes, this is my treat myself weekend. Exactly. And like I have a stream tomorrow at like 1 as well. So it'll just be like a nice fun hangout weekend. Get myself a bottle of wine. Oh, screaming babies. I know. Oh, you guys had a negative interaction? I've never seen babies have a negative interaction. Okay, well maybe you go to bed instead of playing in a puddle. And you get a little bit of sleep too. It is like 5:30 a.m. And then once dawn breaks, I think that's when we're going to do the Ross. Oh, are you trapped in a corner with screaming babies? I'm sorry. All right, the babies are kind of entertained by themselves. All right, 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and do our random occurrence scenario. We can keep you company during this weekend with some Sims and wine. Yes, I would love that so much. I was almost thinking like, maybe we should have like a Netflix watch party of like a historical movie or something in the Discord. That could be kind of fun, you know? Like maybe a Saturday night watch party because I think we all need to be distracted desperately right now. Okay. Let me pull up the Sims challenge. Open with Java. But yeah, I'll probably just be hanging out in the Discord all weekend. So if you guys want to hang out and join me and post some pictures of your Simmies and all your drama, I would love to see what you're up to in your Sims. All right, Regency challenges. There we go. I should sort this all out before I actually, like, start streaming, but here we are. All right, the challenge chooser. Okay. So this family has really had a rough go when it comes to the random occurrence scenarios. And I'm kind of desperately hoping that we don't get anything too dramatic because they've just like struggled so much, you know? So without further ado, please be good. Roll 7, challenge 1. An unwelcome call. The sim with the lowest relationship to it'll be Josephine calls on the family. That's an interesting one. Okay, and it's fairly benign too. So I don't mind that. So let's have a look at who, okay. So she's pretty low with Alexander Lucas. Does she have anyone that's negative with her? I'm thinking maybe we take the lowest, like, playable sim, and we do that. So we could do Arabella. Let's do Arabella Rodney. How about that? So we've got an unwelcome call. Oh gosh, what? Oh, here it is. Here's Rodney. Arabella. Oh, and she's actually pregnant. Oh, I hope she doesn't give birth while we're here. That would be a little problematic, wouldn't it? So I think because it's an unwelcome call, I should maybe have them, like, argue or something. Like, have some kind of negative interaction. So we do need her to wake up. And then we can have her go downstairs and maybe just, like, have a nice little negative interaction with her. Look at her lighting the fire for us. This is not unwelcome at all. So let's irritate. Let's have a little argument. Girl, it's raining. Why are you outside? I'm here to take your kids away. Oh my god. That would truly be an unwelcome call, wouldn't it? All right. Oh, she's so cute. I love Arabella. Like, look at her little freckles. She's technically in maternity wear, which isn't good. All right. A nice little fight. Exactly, Spotty Bee. Exactly. Okay. So they might actually have a negative relationship now. Yeah, they have a negative relationship now. I'm not going to control her anymore. Oh god, we still need to pay bills. Just a jolly good brawl. I will let them autonomously interact. She's probably heading home, maybe because it's early. Nope, she's actually not. I love that she lit our fire for us, though. She is not fond of her parenting. I mean, can you blame her? Josephine's a little bit of a mess, right? Okay. You should probably maybe have some fun, but I think we should take care of the kids first. Oh, Avery is not as unstable as I expected him to be. Oh, that trash just disappeared into nothing. That's a little impressive. All right, do you guys need to go down for naps? So let's put Frederick here. I don't know what she's doing with this baby. Sometimes you just feel those negative interaction symbols in life. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I've had so many interactions like that where I'm just like, negative. Negative. What, you don't like Les Miserables? Negative. Oh, you poor kid. You poor kid. Okay. You should maybe go here, take care of a little bit of your hygiene. Wasn't this the second richest family? Sorry, I missed a few parts. Oh, no worries, Omar. Yes, Omar, so... Okay. Come over here, let your mom up, please. She literally climbed up the ladder and fell, I know. So, we had a really unfortunate Ross situation. And, after her husband died, Josephine lost the house because it was entailed away to her husband and her husband's side of the family. And since her eldest son was still a child, they didn't inherit the house. So we're going to roll to see if they get to move back in the future once he ages up to an adult. But yeah, the Ross was very unkind to us last round, so they had to move into a very poor home. Okay, maybe just like take a nap, because when your babies are napping, you gotta nap. So who's in charge of the land and stuff? So we have decided that you know T-Addict Beth, Hearst himself is going to be the brother of Josephine's late husband, and that is who has inherited the estate. So we will be making them in Cass and moving them in. Actually, we might be able to do that today, because technically our rotation is going to be over today after 6 p.m. So we have some other stuff we could hang out and do, which will be fun. But yeah, we will have to actually add them into the main rotations as well. So we decided in the Discord that we would be playing like all of the families in this neighborhood and throwing in their rotations. So like everything we do in this town is going to be on stream, which is pretty fun. All right, time to get the babies up. Let's let everyone out. Why don't you go out here and harvest some kiwis? Are you hungry? Eat a kiwi. Do you mean T-Addict is his sister, or will you make them a boy and Cass? So, T-Addict's husband is his brother. So, Josephine's brother-in-law is T-Addict's husband, Paul. So, we'll actually be adding T-Addict and T-Addict's partner into the neighborhood. How cruel would that be in real life, to kick a grieving widow out of her family home? I know, right? Like, it's so questionable. Oh, these children do not get along. Let me actually look at their relationship panel. I have never seen toddlers have negative interactions with each other this much. I mean, granted, they're not exactly happy. Like, their life ain't great, but all right. How are you doing, Avery? You're okay. Your fun is a little down, so I am going to let you play a little ball with your mom there. I don't mind that. Look at her wanting to fall in love. Actually, since her mood is not too bad and she needs a little fun, why don't we invite over a certain Mr. Huplums? So maybe we will have a little flirt, a little charm, and then let's have like an entertain, maybe tell a joke. Yeah, I mean, I don't think T-Addict in real life would be that rude to like her siblings-in-law, but it's just like, we had to come up with a narrative to go along with the Ross, you know? I love Gregory. He's taking care of the cute little kiddos. What is your opinion on the myth of corsets being painful? I mean, I think it's definitely a dramatized myth that we are really trying to enforce by talking about how barbaric the past was. I think it's a way of distancing ourselves from the past. You know, like saying, look how much better we have it today. Like, things are not as uncomfortable. And that's just something that we do with a lot of different things, you know? You're back and ready to start playing with your hood. Oh my gosh, Maxie, I'm so excited. You have to document everything. So Maxie has just been like, I don't know, there's just been a lot of chaos in his hood that he's been building already. I'm so excited. Hello again. Hi, Jonathan. You're more positive now. I'm so glad to hear that. I hope your day gets better. We all need it, don't we? T, we heard about your husband's passing. We're coming to the estate. Josephine, oh, to help out during this trying time? Right? Right? Nope. I'll be taking a lot of screenshots. Are you gonna be posting them anywhere, like on Tumblr or something, or just in the Discord? It'd be fun for you to have like a space to document them. Oh, where did Gregory go? He didn't leave, did he? Look at him, he's tending to our garden. I love him. I love Gregory. Just on the Discord for now, perfect. Well, I'm excited to follow along, Maxie. I think it's gonna be so much fun. So in Maxie's hood, it's also a bunch of the Sim selves as well. So I'm in there. I'm pretty excited to follow along. I know, Kira. It's so funny. All right. They actually have some pretty good chemistry. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get their relationship up high enough to actually have them woohoo today, but I'm gonna write it in my notes if we don't. I can't decide which household I should play first. I'm so excited. Like, I honestly can't explain it. I may wear my suit again just for the heck of it. I'm tired of wearing everyday clothing. I feel that. So I went to this like private school for high school, and I loved wearing dresses and stuff. And I had this friend, his name was Ben. He actually lives out here in Maryland with us, which is fun. And he loved wearing vintage suits. Absolutely loved wearing vintage suits. So much to the point that he wrote an entire appeal to have the high school allow us to wear suits. And I remember editing it for him, and I just found the document on my Google Drive the other day, and I was like, oh my god, Ben, do you remember this? It was so funny. It very much got rejected. Oh, do you need a bath? Oh, you've offended dear Gregory. Go use the outhouse. Go deal with that. Pretty much everyone. Yes, Amalk, you're in there. I've added you, Omar, to our like the fun hood that I've just been playing in my free time. So you're there too. I had to wear a uniform for high school as well. I burnt them all after I finished, as high school was hell. I feel that at a personal level. I just like got rid of all of my uniforms. Just like, screw this, I can't anymore. They were always so unflattering too. Like, they were polos, like it wasn't even good uniforms. Like, no one wants to wear a polo shirt every day, right? I did send it to him. I like sent him a little screenshot of it and was like, do you remember this? And he was like, oh my god. But we used to have like vintage tea parties. Like my mom and I would plan these absolutely ridiculous tea parties for my friends and I, and we would buy like vintage hats. Yeah, I mean the like asylum challenge. I say asylum because it's not in an asylum, it's in a Victorian estate, and we're not using the iffy like mental illness things. But the fun hood is chaos. And so I've been posting a bunch of updates, Omar, in the Discord on that hood as well. Yeah, you posted a lot in show off, but we should move them to stories. We got a little distracted. Justice is probably like, this whole thing is chaos. No one knows where they're posting anything. Like, okay, so maybe we should cook some food. Let's get ourselves some leftovers. And then we can maybe have a few more flirts. Oh, she's reading to little Avery, and it looks like he's up here taking care of the kiddos. Are you guys starving? No. I'm actually very impressed by how these Sims are not inherently starving constantly. Guys, he's eating a kiwi! He's eating a kiwi. Oh my god, it's fate. Also, look how good that kiwi looks. Damn, now I want a kiwi. I'm sorry, me and my kiwis. I actually, in real life, really love kiwis too. Like, I'm not kidding. We have a bunch in the fridge. My favorite fruits are kiwis and satsuma oranges. Oh my god, satsuma oranges, if you've never had them, are the best oranges. They peel so easily, they're sweet and tart at the same time. The texture is like buttery in a way. Oh, they're so good. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about satsumas now, but whenever they're in season, I always buy a ton of satsumas. And Corey is just like, you could buy normal oranges that are cheaper. I'm like, I could. but I won't. Ooh, I'm gonna make some sourdough this weekend. Do you eat the kiwis with skin included? No, so I actually cut them in half and scoop it out with a spoon, and I eat it with a spoon. You could use a grapefruit spoon, but I think, like, I don't think you actually need it. I just use, like, a regular spoon, you know? The way he sticks his finger through the kiwi. Why'd you have to point that out, Hendrik? Okay, so we actually have some birthdays to finish off the rotation with. So let's start with this kiddo. Let's actually save first. I have trust issues now after that crash. So we're gonna save. All right, perfect. And then I'm gonna let you grow up. And before I forget, I am going to actually note down the Fenners, woohoo, with hoplums. So I remember to make that happen next time, since you guys redeemed that. You can eat kiwis with skin included. I didn't know that. Honestly, maybe? I feel like the skins would be hard to digest, so like maybe if you have IBS, I wouldn't do it. But kiwis are super high in potassium. I think they actually have more potassium than bananas. So they're really good for you if you have like leg cramps and stuff like that. Yes, more sourdough starter. Saga. I don't know. I've been having some like mental health things recently, given everything that's, you know, happened. And like we made some changes to my medication and stuff, and so I've just been feeling like extra tired and whatnot. So I just stuck my starter in the fridge, but I'm gonna take it out tonight and feed it so I can maybe make some stuff tomorrow. Oh, you guys are having some autonomous flirts. Good. Okay. Oh, Bennett, you are very pale. That sounds like an old-fashioned pickup line. If I were your neighbor, I would love to make some fresh bread with you. I bake all the time. Aw, Christina. That'd be fun. I would really love that. I'm like my only friend I know that bakes all the time, and I've always wanted friends I could just like hang out and bake with. So I'm that friend who always like bakes things and like takes things to other people's houses. I love it. Did your sim self change to the fat morph in the fun hood? Yes, I noticed that and I was like, okay. Apparently you're not starving, which is impressive considering the fact that I'm not controlling any of you guys. You're allergic to bananas? I am allergic to overripe bananas and raw bananas, but if I cook them and eat them at certain times of the year, they're fine. It's confusing. If I eat with skin, okay, I eat it with skin if I'm putting it in like a fruit salad. Just chop it up and, without skinning it first. Interesting. Not adult salad. Oh my god, adult salad. That, I have actually had a fruit salad that has like champagne in it. Oh my god, I had it in France and it's like one of my favorite food experiences ever. I have no idea how to recreate it, but man, it was good. Maybe you just like pour the champagne over some fruit and just say it's a salad, but you eat a banana almost every day. Nice. Hello, Emmy. How are you doing? So good to see you. Welcome to the chaos. We're glad to have you. I tried eating them with skin, but the last ones I tried weren't great. Well, the skin is rough and it's like prickly and there's like little hairs on it. But like not the same way that like peaches have hairs, you know? Like they're actually kind of like stubbly. Kind of like facial stubble, you know? Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like something I would enjoy to eat, so I've never tried the skins. I can only eat cooked bananas too. I'm too lazy to wait 10 minutes. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. All right, let's gussy up. Let's plan some clothing because we can't afford to buy any. Oh boy. I will give you this outfit because it's the lowest class thing that we actually have. My guinea pigs love when I eat bananas because I feed them the skin. Oh, that's so cute. I love guinea pigs. Your dad peels peaches? I know a lot of people peel the peaches because they actually have a hard time digesting them. So I will say, like, it is fair. Shady, hello. No worries, no worries. We're doing pretty good. We bully him for it. Don't bully your dad for peeling peaches. Maybe it upsets his stomach lining, right? Alice, hello. Are you talking about kiwi skins? Don't eat any part of the kiwi. Yes, we are talking about kiwi skins. How are you doing? It has to be crazy early for you right now. Peeling peaches is almost as unnecessary as peeling apples. I mean, they have a lot of like good nutrients in the skins. I love apple skins. I don't mind apple skins. I'm actually bad and like when I am baking apple pies, I will not peel them. I know I should texturally, I'm just lazy. Just pour the booze on the fruit and mix it and leave it in the fridge or eat right away. That makes sense. I'm gonna have to try it. Maybe I'll buy champagne. Exclusively to make a champagne fruit salad and pretend I'm in France. It's so hard. Being internet friends with people is so hard because I want to hang out with all of you guys in real life and bake you bread. Like, I just want to spoil you guys with bread and coffee. I'm fine. I'm sorry. He doesn't like fruit skins. I'm sure he'd peel grapes. Okay, but if you buy like grapes that are used for like wine making, it's actually really easy to peel them. So like we buy like fresh Concord grapes and stuff and like Muscat grapes from the local farmers market and stuff. And you can squeeze it. And the inside of those grapes is different. I don't know if you guys have had the texture of these grapes, but they are very different than grapes you get at the grocery store. You squeeze it, it's like this jelly consistency inside, and the skin just pops right off. And the skin is really, really thick. And I think they're like candy. I absolutely love them, but Corey hates them. He thinks the skins are terrible because they're a little sour. I don't know. I'm a big texture person, right? Aw, thank you, Christina. We'll hang out one day. It'll happen. It'll happen. Now I want champagne. I know, me too. Plot twist, we all get champagne tonight and hang out in Discord. Oh, hi.
Why are you always talking about me?
I'm not always talking about you.
Oh, sure.
What, were you watching my stream?
No, I literally just walked in and you were talking about me.
I don't think I was.
You're talking about like some sweets that I like or something.
The grapes. I'm talking about how you don't like those grapes I like the Concord grapes that we get at farmers markets and stuff.
I don't like them because they have seeds.
I thought you didn't like the skins.
I could care less about the skins, it's the seeds.
Oh, okay. Alright. Called out.
Before you start dragging my name through the mud on the internet.
Now I want to mukbang with Kristen. What actually is that? Because I don't know. I guess his ears were burning. I didn't even hear him come in. Your grandma used to grow grapes, and I agree with Corey. Okay, fair. Everyone says hi, Corey.
Hello.
He says hello. It's because she likes you, right? He is a big part of my life. Of course I'm going to talk about him. Thank you, Christina. I think we're adorable. Ooh, Sir Falafalot has redeemed show a cat. Let me grab us a cat. Penelope, the internet wants to see you. I bring you guys a very cranky Penelope. She dug her claws into the carpet and did not want to be picked up at all. We need to redeem for say hello to Corey. We do. All right, goodbye.
No.
Corey just said no. Corey's like, leave me out of this. I don't want to be part of the internet. It's basically a feast, but can mean extreme overeating if you take it too far. I will participate in that. I absolutely will. They're anxiety inducing for you? I heard that no. Penelope has no time for my nonsense. Well, so Penny gets really excited when Corey comes home from work because Corey is her person. Are Can I have him? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Thank you. Hello. Oh, I have so much fur on my desk now. The Penelope. I love that we have coined Penelope. Oh, a person eating in front of a camera for company. See, I'm always nervous to like eat on stream because I feel like it icks people out. Here's a kitty. They don't want anything to do with me right now. They're like, you are so annoying. Please stop. 2 cats for the price of 1. Exactly. I don't know. I just like worry that eating on stream is just gonna gross people out. Because like I don't really like watching people eat on stream, you know? Okay, so here's little Bennett. Let me turn some lights on so you guys can actually see him. Oh, he's a cutie. Look at those eyes. He has his mom's eyes. Those are definitely Justice's eyes. I was also really proud when I made Justice in this hood because I thought I got her eyes down so well. Like, I was very proud. Yeah, the cats have just like... So the cats nap all day while I'm home. And then they get a little crazy and they wake up when Corey comes home. I love those little suits. They're so cute, aren't they? They're adorable. Alice, you've made such great custom content. You don't get grossed out necessarily, but I do have mesophobia, so sometimes the sounds aren't great. Yeah, it's like not the watching the people eat that's the issue, but it's just kind of like the sound. And then especially when you have a microphone and you're eating in front of a microphone and it's just like everything is more dramatic. Like, when Beth eats toast on stream, that's fine for me. Like, that doesn't bother me, but I don't know. It's just like, it's not like someone eating soup on stream. Oh my god. The sounds of soup and cereal upset me. I don't know. I have like trauma memories of the way that my grandfather eats cereal. Does anyone have that one grandparent that just eats really loud? Like eats everything really loud? I don't know. I feel like it's a whole thing. I go into blind rage when people do make mouth noises while eating. Working on it though. Aren't we all? Aren't we all working on it? I bought freeze-dried candy. What? What is freeze-dried candy? Oh, your friend can't stand the sound of it? Okay, that's fair. Oh, but that'd be so crunchy. That's a texture I'm very interested in. I'm gonna have to Google what that is. Oh, you have TMJ, so like the jaw clicking and stuff. Oh, so you feel like you're bothering everyone when you hear your jaw popping? I don't know, that wouldn't bother me. I'm sorry that worries you though. Like, it's not your fault, right? Like, you can't help it. That has to be really painful too. I'm sorry you deal with that. I think it's cute when dogs crunch. Yes, dogs and cats eating, cutest thing ever. I don't know why it's so cute, but it's super funny because I'll like, the way Penelope eats. Marceline Wolf, hello, how are you doing? Freeze-dried cola bottles are puffy and crunchy. Oh my god, that sounds so interesting. Yes, exactly. It's slurping. And like, if people slurp cereal and crunch the cereal, I'm like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I want nothing to do with this. Oh gosh, I forget what I was saying. But okay. Your grandparents had an extra fridge-sized freezer in the basement. Don't all grandparents? Like, isn't that actually just like a thing? Because my grandparents also had a giant freezer in their garage. All right, let's get this baby up so we can age him up too. Aw, she wants Avery to grow up well as well. Look at Gregory. Gregory is getting along with the kiddos so well. I like actually really ship this. I know we've ruined all of Justice's plans for her sim self, but I kind of want to continue ruining them. Your mom's jaw is cracking while chewing, but only in the morning. Never knew why. That's really interesting. I may be a grandparent. I have a huge chest freezer in my garage. Well, you also have a baby. So, I don't know. It's either grandparents or babies who have it. My grandparents have 2 extra fridges and 1 inside, and mom had to talk them out of getting another one. Why are grandparents like that? That's so funny. They, so my grandparents always had, like, a ton of popsicles in their freezers. Like, it was filled with popsicles and ice creams. No, you meant freezers. Okay. And I remember getting in so much trouble because my grandparents would buy these cute little ice cream cups. And you guys have seen my tiny espresso cups and stuff. You know I like tiny things because I am a white woman. And so, of course, I wanted to eat ice cream out of the teeny tiny ice cream cups. And so I was like, it's ice cream. I am an 11-year-old child. It's fine. It's totally fine that I'm going to eat this. And I got yelled at because my grandparents were like, this is the dog's ice cream. And I freaked out and I was like, oh my god, it's special ice cream for dogs? And they were like, no, it's just, this is the ice cream for the dog. It's human ice cream, but we give it to the dog. And I'm like, so what's the big deal? Why can't I eat this? Can I have another one? And they're like, no, we go all the way to Knoxville. We drive an hour to get this ice cream for the dog. That dog was spoiled. Yep, exactly, Christina. My grandma buys cookies from the store and freezes them so they last longer. Oh man. Yeah, I miss my grandma. She would do stuff like that too. She taught me how to make like so much food growing up. And okay, we need to... Oh, this child looks cute. Wait, let me see what he looks like. Oh, he's a cutie. Oh my goodness. I need to give them some stronger eyebrows though. Those are just like my default eyebrows. We also don't like have a lot of clothes for you, so I'm thinking we're actually gonna have to gussy up and buy clothing for you. But I'm really lucky in that my grandma taught me how to make gumbo. So if you're American, you've probably heard of gumbo. If not, you probably haven't. But it's this big like dish that is traditionally made with like chicken and sausage or like seafood. And it's just like this big pot of greasy soup, and it's incredible and comfort food, and it's spicy. It's so good. And yeah, I'm the only one in my family that my grandma taught to make it. Like my mom tried to learn how to make it but could never figure it out. Yeah, driving an hour for ice cream. Well, they lived in the middle of nowhere, and my grandparents would like, listen, they treated that dog like it was a straight up child. Like, I am not exaggerating in the slightest. Like, I remember my grandparents would go on these trips, and they had to get an RV specifically for this dog because the dog would literally become depressed when they were separated. It was a whole ordeal. So the dog stayed with us during one of their trips once, and we, like, my grandparents left him like my grandpa's t-shirts and stuff, and they were like, you're gonna need this. And we're like, why is this dog gonna need a t-shirt? To like, are we gonna put it on his dog bed? No, we had instructions to put the t-shirt on the dog. This was like a dog that weighed like 150 pounds. This was a huge dog. And we had to put him in my grandpa's t-shirts. And that was the only way he wasn't depressed. It was a whole thing. Tea Addict, hello, how are you doing? We're gonna raid you in a few minutes when you start streaming, okay? So let us know when you're about to hop off and you're gonna go stream. That reminds me of Shrimp Lady. She came to the store to buy frozen shrimp even though she hated them because her cat loved shrimp. I would do this. Kira, I would 100% do that. And you guys know I would too. So I go to the pet store and I buy this little can of like baby shrimp. They're teeny tiny shrimp because I love tiny things. And cats are kind of tiny, right? You know? I mean, Ari's not. Ari's huge. Yeah. So I actually took a teeny tiny baby shrimp over to our neighbor's house. The ones who have the cat named Little Mister that they let in the hallways. And I literally gave him a whole baby shrimp. He licked it, he sat, and he stared at me. And he wouldn't eat it. I was like, are you serious? Little Mister, come on. When we sleep at night, our muscles shorten because they're relaxing. Oh. Wait, that's actually really interesting, Spotty B. First 5 minutes in my medieval charter challenge, they're already trying for a baby. Which family did you decide to start with, Maxie? She had an American pen pal and would tell me everything they wrote her when she came to buy her cat shrimp. I love that. Who's your favorite child, my dog? Yes. Well, they only had one kid. My mom was an only child. So, when she moved out and got married to my dad, they just got a stream of dogs. They would have like one dog at a time, and that dog was their baby. Perfect. 4:30 our time, I think. So we'll port everyone over to your stream in a few minutes. Yeah, I mean, if you live in the middle of nowhere, the things you tack on for your dogs, it's a whole thing. Whenever I cook with carrots, I cut little pieces for my dog. Aw, my dogs growing up loved carrots too. You're gonna head out? Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Say hi to Matt and Elizabeth. Sorry, hubby's heading out. Getting coffee. Nice. I hope it's good coffee. I had my coffee on stream today too, so. The Harwoods. Ooh, that's a fun last name. Crete and Anachibis themselves. Nice. I'm so excited. I keep trying to trick my dog to eat carrots. He's offended. Your dog doesn't like carrots? I've never heard of a dog not liking carrots. I have a friend who has this beautiful dog. I think he's like part husky. He's all white. He's fluffy. He looks like a big fox. He's so wonderful. Aw, thank you guys. I appreciate that. And so her dog will throw these little fits where he goes on a kibble strike and he refuses to eat kibble or wet food. And so she'll have to give up and cook him homemade food. And so it's just like she'll give him a bunch of veggies and meat and rice and stuff. And the dog very much has opinions. Like, he loves the veggies, he loves the rice, he loves the chicken. But if she gives him any kind of lettuce or leafy green, he leaves the lettuce. He eats around the lettuce, spits out the lettuce, leaves it. That's so funny that he hates carrots. Man, I mean cheese. I do remember, so I grew up with Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, who are like, I'm sorry, they're adorable, but they're the dumbest creatures ever. And these dogs were obsessed with cheese. Like, straight up obsessed with cheese. Like, you hear a deli drawer open and it's like, bam, the dogs are there and they are ready for American cheese. That's not even real cheese. Me, if my pet refuses to eat their food, well, I guess you're gonna starve. Oh man, I couldn't. I would be like, oh, you want me to cook you some fish? You want some straight up chicken? I will give you anything because you are baby. That is the way that I am with pets. It's bad. I'm gonna be a fun parent. I'm always amazed when I see dogs eating new things. When I found out my cousin's dog loves apples, I was entertained watching them chomp apples. Yes! Our dogs loved apples growing up too. And then growing up, so my brother and I each had our own cat. And his cat would eat Pop-Tarts. I never understood it until, like, I discovered that there were some Pop-Tarts that are dairy-free. And so when I discover something I'm not allergic to, I'm like, gotta try it. I don't care if it's awful. And so I ate a Pop-Tart for the first time in like 10 years, which was like an exciting moment for me, you know? And I left it on the plate, and I come back from like the bathroom or something, and Penelope is on the counter licking the Pop-Tart. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Why? My dog shares watermelon with my dog because her dog only likes so much watermelon. Aww. Beth, your dogs love watermelon? That's so cute. I feel like it would be kind of like ASMR-like to watch a dog eat a watermelon. I don't know why. It just like, that's something that makes sense to me. All right, let's look at our little, oh, go down the stairs and then we'll get a good look at you. If it's on the counter, it's an offering to the cats. So Penelope also really likes toast. I think she just likes the fat and stuff. And so this cat has the most sensitive stomach of any animal I have ever seen. Like, it's ridiculous. I really struggle with her. Like, you change her food, no matter how slowly, she's ill. And so she has to be on a grain-free diet because grains upset her stomach. And so she loves toast, Pop-Tarts, chips, anything grain-based that has a little bit of salt and fat on it. Like, you know, things that cats shouldn't eat. Now, Ari really loves things that crinkle. So, chips, crackers. He really loves cracker sleeves. Like, he loves the plastic sleeves more than the actual crackers. Videos of dogs eating watermelon on YouTube are so cute. Oh, now I want to watch them. Imagine a dog called Hoover who's a picky eater. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Peanut butter is the most delicious dog food ever, though. Yeah, I missed out on that, being allergic to peanuts growing up. We never, like, fed our dogs peanut butter or anything. But I do believe they go nuts for it. I see a lot of people who, like, paint their shower walls with peanut butter so they can bathe their dogs. I remember trying to bathe our Cavaliers growing up, and it was just like, these poor skinny little teeny tiny yappy dogs were afraid of the water, and so they would try and climb up you while you're bathing them. Oh, dogs. I can't wait to get a dog. We're really excited. When we move back to Ohio, we're gonna get a dog. And I still want it to be a husky. But Corey doesn't like using breeders, and so we kind of have differing opinions on breeders. I'm kind of like, you know, if you adopt a dog, like if you rescue a dog, you have to be prepared for the kind of like trauma that a rescue dog can have. So like if you have babies, if you have cats, you kind of have to be careful because you have to make sure the dog won't eat the cats and stuff. So I'm comfortable adopting or like buying a pet from a breeder that is like well reputed and, you know, doesn't have like issues. So you have to well vet the breeder, you know? Whereas Corey's just like, nah, I just want a dog that shows up in our yard one day and we just adopt it. Because that's what happens to his sister a lot. Like, he has this sister who lives on a farm. Also, these kids love Gregory Hoblums. So he has a sister who lives on a horse farm, and animals just keep appearing. Hi, puppy. I call Ari puppy sometimes. I don't know why. I think it's just because he's big. Oh, hello. Are you just gonna sit down there? I was gonna pick him up, but he wants to sit under my feet. I'm gonna let him. And so for some reason, animals just pop up out of nowhere for them. They have 5 dogs. 5 dogs. Okay, also we need beds. So I am going to sell these cribs and we still have no money. Great, great, love to see it. I am gonna sell these little kiwis just because we don't have space for it. Kelly, you want a dog too? I love dogs, I want one. See, here's the thing. I either want a gigantic husky or I want an Italian greyhound. Now, Italian greyhounds, you have to watch to make sure they don't jump off of couches and beds because they can break their fragile little paws. Like, that's the kind of dog I want, but I want to be able to put it in little sweaters. Like, I know, I am that person who wants to put their doggy in sweaters. I get it. So, like, I want to be able to walk a husky and walk a little Italian greyhound in his cute little sweater at the same time. This is just who I am. We just have to embrace it. I think some shelters test dogs for prey drive, but not many unless they specialize in breeds. Exactly, exactly. You just, like, you have to be careful, you know? My baby sister tried Reese's Pieces for the first time and her reaction was hilarious. Ew, do people eat these as a treat? Are you serious? She said, ew? Oh my god, that's hilarious. I already have a sim and aspiration failure. Fantastic start. Oh my god, Maxie, I'm so excited. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, you know Iggy's. Yeah, they're so delicate for being a hound breed. They also have to run a lot, like so much. We have heaps of little dog jackets. Some of them don't mind it, but some of them hate it. Beth, I want so many pictures of your little dogs in tiny dog jackets. Please. Please give that to me. Yeah, I did have Corey promise that if we get a big dog and we have the financial means eventually, I can get an Italian Greyhound. Yes, they get crazy zoomies. I follow this Italian Greyhound on Instagram. Let me try and find it. Her name is Freya. And if you're on Insta and you like dog content, oh my god, this dog is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna see if you guys can see her. This is Freya. I'm obsessed with her. She's the cutest little baby ever. Your cousin breeds Iggies? Oh my god. Alice. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I might have to coordinate with your cousin to get an Italian Greyhound at some point. I'm obsessed with them and their little zoomies and their little sweaters. I don't know. She does shows. Listen, so many of you guys are in Australia that I want to meet in person and hang out with. One day I want to come visit Australia and pet all of your dogs. And adopt a little Italian Greyhound from Alice's cousin. Dog zoomies are cute. Fireflower, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Glad we could catch you. I know, cat zoomies are fun. Ari's zoomies are really, really loud, is the only thing, because he's big and he's a loud cat. Whereas Penelope gets zoomies and she zooms on top of different counters. So she'll zoom onto the bed, onto a cat tower, onto a desk, onto, she likes high ground because she feels safe from Ari. Whereas Ari zoomies, he doesn't really jump up things, he just annoys Penelope because he wants to play with her. So Ari zoomies are something we have to be a little careful about because he's just constantly pestering his sister. And his sister is please, for the love of God, leave me alone. I am a cranky middle-aged woman and I want none of your shenanigans. Does your cousin know any American breeders they would recommend? Yes, Saphira and I are very interested in these little Iggies, Alice. Your previous dog was a Jack Russell mix, so I'm thinking of getting another because he was awesome. I have heard mixed feelings about Jack Russells. They're kind of crazy, but they're really sweet. When Teddy was younger, he would get zoomies and jump on and off the couch. Now his zoomies are just running from one end of the house to the other. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love hearing about their zoomies so much. Doing pretty well. Good, good. Before we had other dogs, Skittles getting zoomies would just be him zooming around and around the coffee table. Beth, do they chase each other? Are they cute and just chasey, and do they play? Or do you have any dogs who just kind of sorry, you're probably getting ready for your stream, but do you have dogs that I don't know, don't get along with each other? 2 Jack Russells. Wow, they're very sweet, but they shed heaps. Gotcha. I know, it's because we're chatting. We're kind of called out. We're just kind of hanging out at the moment. The thing is, we don't have enough money for another bed, so we have one child who's just miserable. Gregory, why are you still here? Guys, Gregory's moving in. I know. Yeah, we were just chatting about doggies and zoomies and stuff, so we had it paused. Man, maybe I should sell these guys and get a bench to sleep in. Oh, look at that. So Frederick just discovered his one true hobby is sports. How cute. Okay, Gregory, are you leaving? Yes, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is 3 a.m. Let me see what their relationship is like now that he's leaving. Okay, so they do have a little bit of chemistry. Not a ton. But next time I'm thinking we might be able to get a woohoo out of them. I can't remember who redeemed woohoo, but that might have been Surfalafalot maybe? But we'll get to that. I wrote it down, so I'm not gonna forget. So we will get to that soon. My mom's dog is my dog's mom. But instead of zooming together, his mom snaps at him for running too close to her humans. Oh no. My dog only zoomies at the dog park or on the beach. Oh my god, I want to take my cats to the beach. Like, can you imagine cats on a beach? Like, they would be so much like, oh my god, this is all litter box. I'm so happy. Nobody prepared me for the fight of trying to get the spoon back from the teeth of a toddler when feeding. This is my warning for you, Kristen and Beth. When did she get so many teeth? You posted that picture of her in the Discord the other day, and I was like, girl has teeth. When did she get teeth? Okay, it is time to swap out some beds. So I'm gonna let, oh, we don't need to make the hay. All right, why don't you come to bed? It's Sunday, so at least you don't have to go to school. All at once? I swear she didn't have any teeth like 2 weeks ago, and now she's got, what, like 6? Crazy. Imogen says glasses should stay far away, but spoons stay close. I know, I'm sorry you lost your glasses, but I'm just imagining her being like, wow. Where did they go? They are gone. 8 teeth? Stop. That's so many teeth. Oh my god, our girl is growing up. Can someone just let the kid come upstairs? We don't talk about glasses right now. Yeah, how are you seeing? Do you have like extra glasses that you can wear? Like were they sunglasses or were they your actual glasses that you need to see? All at once is probably better than one at a time. Oh, that would be painful. That is true. That's the new thing. I'm getting glasses. It's absurd. You're just now getting glasses? Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations. You're going to have a lot less headaches. Oh, look at these cute kids. Oh, wait. We can afford bills. We should probably have her pay the bills. And I'm just going to have you eat some kiwis. How am I seeing? I am not. Oh no. You're -5 in both eyes? Fire, that's like actually kind of bad. I'm -2 in both eyes. And I feel blind. Like absolutely blind when I'm not wearing my glasses. I also don't feel fully awake when I'm not wearing contacts for some reason. I don't know. You think it's hilarious? Oh my god, it's gonna change your life. Like, actually. In a good way, though. In a good way. Although, fair warning, if you get contacts, it's kind of miserable at first. So, just be warned. My niece just started crawling and she's so fast already. Oh my gosh. Also, we're just kind of like chilling for a few minutes until Beth starts her stream because we're basically done with our rotation here. Oh, look at this little doggo. Hello, Maggie. I don't really play with dogs. Oh, wait, we're going to pay our bills. Let's do that. You'll be live in less than 5? Cool. Just getting the things ready. No worries, no worries. I just thought we would port everyone over to your stream since I'm gonna watch anyway. Just glasses for now. My bank account has been hit hard enough already. That is fair. That is very fair. Contacts can get expensive. I just like, I don't know. I am the person who falls asleep wearing glasses and like breaks them and forgets where they are. And so contacts just work better for me. Although I went like a full year without contacts because I was too lazy to actually like go to the doctor. The thing is, like, it's not even just that I was so lazy that I didn't go to the doctor. It's just like, as a chronically ill person, you go to the doctor so much that you get to a point where it's like anything extra feels like a lot, you know? Kelly, you're -4.5. Wow, that's pretty bad. Did we lose the stream again? We good, Alice? I passed for like better than -5 apparently. Oh, really? How can you live like that? I mean, that's kind of my reaction too. Oh, Avery is such a small adult. Oh my god. I look so much like my mom when I wear glasses. and I'm not mature enough to own that just yet. I feel that. I definitely feel that. So my mom is like really sensitive to things on her face and like textures and stuff. Like really sensitive to textures. And so there was a little stream hiccup. Are we back? Are we good? My Wi-Fi has been just like a pill recently, so I never know. Okay, it's okay now. All right, cool. It's definitely my Wi-Fi. It didn't actually like fully cut out. Also, look, I finally got the little snack defaults. We did, but we back. All right, cool. Avery, you little gentleman. I'm sorry. I need to stop using that meme around him. Memorize the supermarket. Oh, yeah, a lot of memorization. Memorize prices, memorize music notes. Yeah, you also like... I remember that. I remember that. I got glasses when I was 16. You have your old glasses, but they're not great. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, I'm glad you at least have your backups, you know? It's hard when you don't have anything. Because then, like, how do you drive? How do you exist? Yeah, so I got glasses when I was 16, and it was actually kind of like a dramatic experience because so I was a figure skater, and I tripped over a child. I don't know whether this was my fault or the child's fault. By child, I mean like a 14-year-old. I was like 16, so they weren't really that much of a child, you know? But I was skating at like 24 miles an hour, like backwards, and someone tripped me, and I fell and I landed on like the optic nerve on the back of my head. I think I've told you guys the story, but like I was seeing lines, like I just had like a line across my vision, and we thought I had a detached retina, and so I had to go to the ER and stuff. And no, I didn't have a detached retina, but my eyesight was pretty bad. And so we're not sure if that injury affected it or if I just like have had bad eyesight for years and we just didn't notice. My doctor thinks it was just that because like I was the person, so I would read like 2 books a day growing up because I had no social life. And so I was just constantly reading, and as good as reading is for your brain, it is bad for your anxiety, social life, and eyesight. My cousin went suddenly blind in one eye, was blind for a year, and got his eyesight back half a year ago. Oh my god, that's terrifying. The doctors think it was stress, but my aunt is convinced that he had a symptom of long COVID. Because when kids go blind from stress, they usually go blind in both eyes. What? Blind from stress? Oh my god. There are so many different layers to that story that stress me out for your cousin. I've never heard of going blind from stress. Or COVID. That would be a really scary thing to happen from COVID. I am very glad that I've been able to avoid COVID so far. Yeah, I love hat. Hat makes the best defaults. I'm still, like, I think I have all of the hat defaults, and then something happens and I'm like, plot twist, I actually don't. Oh well. We'll get there. One day my game will be perfect. I'm still really struggling. I don't know what is causing this issue, but it says it's it's hats. I think it's Hat and like Chris Hatch and them, the religion mod, but I know it's not just the religion mod because it worked with the religion mod for a while, but basically I'm still having a population controller issue with community lots and businesses. So I can't have anyone come visit my community lots, and I don't know what the problem is. I've tried removing some things, and it hasn't fixed it yet. So if anyone has any ideas on what in the world is wrong with it. Oh, Maxie has redeemed save. Thank you. That's a good idea. I should save.